One has to divide one's time between politics and our equations. Equations are much more important to me because politics is for the present while an equation is for eternity. A beautiful quote said by Mr. Albert Einstein. Hi and Hariom children, hope everyone are doing good. Today we'll learn about the division of integers. Shall we start the session with prayer? Sit straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath, chant Om 3 times, followed by prayer.
सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम.
Before moving into today's session, here is a quick recall on the previous class. Multiplication properties. There are 4 properties involving multiplication that will help make problems easier to solve. They are the commutative, associative, multiplicative identity and distributive properties. Commutative property. When 2 numbers are multiplied together, the product is the same regardless of the order of the multiplicants. Associative property. When 3 or more numbers are multiplied, the product is the same regardless of the grouping of the factors. Multiplicative identity property. The product of any number and 1 is that number. Distributive property. The sum of 2 numbers times a third number is equal to the sum of each addend times the third number. Division of integers. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student will be able to divide integers with non-zero divisor, interpret quotients of rational numbers by describing real-world contexts. Here is a short introduction of the topic. Doing division of integers is not that different from doing simple division of whole numbers, which you have learned before. Probably the only difference in the method is the signs. Fortunately, the signs rules for multiplication of integers are same with that of divisions. Children, listen to the rules for dividing integers carefully. It is made very simple. If the signs are alike, the answer is positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. Now let us learn about the order of operations. A set of rules to simplify a numerical expression. Evaluate expressions inside grouping symbols, brackets and parentheses. Multiply and divide from left to right. Add and subtract from left to right.
For today's lesson, you are going to learn how to divide integers, whether they are positive or negative. Let us begin. First, let's have a quick recap on the parts of division. The first number, or the number that is being divided, is called dividend, while the second number, or the number that divides the dividend, is the divisor. And our answer is what we call the quotient. Now that you already know the parts of division, you are ready for our lesson. Let's have our first example. Let us divide 6 by 2. I know that you already know the answer to this. 6 divided by 2 is 3. As you can see, we are dividing two positive integers. Now let us try to solve this using some counters. We have here the dividend positive 6. So let us put 6 positives. There you go. And we need to divide it into 2. Now, as you can see, there are 3 positives in each group. Therefore, our answer is positive 3. As you can observe, when we are dividing two positive integers, the answer is positive. Now let's try another one. Let us try 2 divided by 2. Since they are both positive, we just simply divide them and then our answer must be positive. So 2 divided by 2 is positive 1. Now let us check our answer using our counters. We have 2 positives and we need to divide this into 2 equal groups. So we have, there you go. Now as you can see, we have 1 positive in each group. So our answer is positive 1 and we are correct. Now let's try a different one. This time, let us divide negative 4 by negative 2. As you can see, this time we are trying to divide two negative integers. Now let us try to solve this using some counters. Here, our dividend is negative 4. So let us put 4 negatives. There you go. And we need to divide this by negative 2. So let us divide them into 2 equal groups. There you go. Now, we need to remember that if our divisor is a negative integer, we need to flip our counters and get its opposite. There. Now, as you can see, there are 2 positives in one group. So our answer is positive 2. This means that negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2. Good job! As you can see, when we are dividing two negative integers, our answer will always be a positive integer. Now let's try another example. Let us divide negative 4 by negative 1. Again, as I said earlier, when we are dividing two negative integers, we simply divide them and the answer will be positive. So let us try. Negative 4 divided by negative 1 is positive 4. Now let us check our answer using our counters. So here our dividend is negative 4. So let us put 4 negatives. There you go. And we need to divide this into one group. Here. As you can see, our divisor is a negative integer. This means that we need to flip over our counters and get its opposite, which is positives. Therefore, our answer is positive 4. Wonderful! As we can notice, when we are dividing two integers with the same sign, either they are both negative or both positive, the answer is always a positive integer. Now let us try this one. This time we are going to solve without using any counters. So our first example is negative 18 divided by negative 3. Again, let us remember that when we are dividing integers with the same sign, the answer is a positive integer. Here, we are dividing both negatives. Therefore, our answer will be positive. So negative 18 divided by negative 3 is? Very good, it's positive 6. Now let's try another one. We have here negative 20 divided by negative 4. Since they are both negatives and they have the same sign, our answer must be positive. Therefore, negative 20 divided by negative 4 is? Correct, it's positive 5. Next one, we have positive 8 divided by positive 2. Since they are both positive integers, this means our answer must be positive. So 8 divided by 2 is positive 4. And last one, we have positive 14 divided by positive 7. What is your answer? Great job! It's positive 2. Awesome! Now let's try a different one. This time we are going to divide different sign. Let us try 2 positive 2 divided by negative 2. So let us try to answer this first using our counters. Our dividend here is positive 2. So let us put 2 positives. There. And we need to divide this into 2 equal groups. Here. As you can see, our divisor is a negative integer. This means that we need to flip over our counters and get its opposite. There you go. Now as you can see, there is 1 negative in each group. Therefore, our answer is negative 1. This means that positive 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. As you can notice, when we are dividing two integers with different sign, the answer is a negative integer. Now let's go to another example. This time we are going to try to divide without using any counters. Our first example is positive 27 divided by negative 3. Again, you have to remember that when we are dividing two integers with different sign, the answer is a negative integer. Therefore, 27 divided by negative 3 is 9. And since they have different sign, let us put the negative sign. Our answer is negative 9. Next example, we have here negative 12 divided by 4. So let us divide first the numbers. 12 divided by 4 is? Very good, it's 3. And since they have different sign, the answer must be negative. Next one, we have negative 28 divided by positive 7. Good job, it's 4. And since they have different sign, the answer is negative. Lastly, we have here negative 34 divided by the positive 17. What is your answer? Wow, you are correct. It is negative 2.
Hello friends, I'm Miss Marks and you're watching Math for Juniors. Here is my assistant Snail.
Hello, friends.
Are you going for a party, Snail?
No, I'm coming from a party, Miss Marks.
Then why are you so sad?
I'm sad because I didn't get the cake, Miss Marks.
Why? Was there no cake in the party?
There was, but it was not properly distributed.
Oh, so you meant you didn't get a big piece. Ha ha.
Yeah, actually everyone got a small piece. There were so many people and the division had to be equal.
This is not a small piece, Snail. And I'm happy that division of cake was equal among all. Look at your dummy. That much piece of cake is more than enough for you.
No, Miss Marks. See, it has gone inside because of that stupid division of cake.
Anyways, now let's get on to our learning of the day.
Is it something related to division of cakes?
No, Snail, not division of cakes, but division of integers. So let's explore the virtual world and learn about it. Let's begin the module on division of integers with this illustration. Little boy is all excited taking the test in class. For every correct answer, he gets 4 marks, but there is negative marking for every wrong answer. He answered 15 questions correctly. He got 10 questions wrong and got a net score of 40 marks. The question is, how many marks did he lose for every wrong answer? Let's find out the answer to this in this module on division of integers, where we shall study how to divide positive and negative integers and to divide 2 negative integers. Let's get back to the question. Let's find out how many marks were lost for wrong answers. Little boy answered 15 questions correctly. So he should have scored 15 into plus 4 whole, which is equal to 60 marks for correct answers. But he got only 40 marks. This means that he got minus 20 marks due to the 10 wrong answers. Hence, each wrong answer carries a marking of minus 20 divided by 10. This is division of a negative integer by positive integer. Well, we know that division is the inverse operation of multiplication, and it holds true in case of integers as well. That is, 5 into minus 3 whole is equal to minus 15 whole implies minus 15 whole divided by 5 whole is equal to minus 3. So we can now divide minus 20 by 10. Thus, for every incorrect answer, minus 2 whole marks are given. Hence, despite 15 correct answers fetching him 60 marks, he lost 20 marks for his 10 wrong answers, giving him a score of 40. So when we divide a negative integer by a positive integer or positive integer by a negative 1, we divide them as whole numbers and then put a minus sign before the quotient. Thus, in such 2 cases, we always get a negative integer as the quotient.
Oh, so one has to always watch out for those negative integers.
Exactly. Was that a chocolate?
Yes, Miss Marks, I got it from the party.
Your stomach and you believe only in adding foods. Oh God.
You always make fun of me, Miss Marks. It's not good.
Okay. Let's now get back to math and learn more on division of integers. Consider this problem now. A certain freezing process requires the temperature to be reduced from 30 degrees Celsius to minus 10 degrees Celsius over 10 hours. What is the rate of drop required by the process? Drop in temperature is equal to final temperature minus initial temperature, that is minus 40 degrees Celsius. So the rate at which the temperature decreases is equal to drop in the temperature upon total time, that is equal to minus 40 upon 10, that is minus 4 degrees Celsius per hour.
When did we start, Miss Marks? I'm feeling very hungry. Can we take a break?
Not at all, Snail. We're not done yet.
Oh, what is next then?
Up Up next is a significant information. You know, division of integers do not satisfy commutative law, as in the case of multiplication.
Please explain.
Let's look at this example. 1200 divided by minus 300 is not equal to minus 300 divided by minus 1200.
Minus 1200 divided by minus 300 is 4. And minus 300 divided by minus 1200 is... Miss Marks, it will not give an integer.
Smart, huh? Division of a smaller number by a bigger number is not an integer. From this observation, we can infer that division of integers do not satisfy closure property also.
Oh yes, as per closure property, division of two integers should give an integer only. But this is not true here, so it does not satisfy the closure property.
Smart! Kudos to your memory, huh? Now let's see where do we need to divide integers in our real life through an example.
Application time! Let's enter the virtual world quickly.
The next thing to wonder about is what if both the integers are negative? Then the division of one by the other will show a positive result or negative result. Well, the result will be positive, as the two negative signs cancel in numerator and denominator. In general, for any two integers a and b, minus a whole divided by minus b whole is equal to a divided by b, where b is not equal to 0 and the quotient will be positive. Look at this problem now. For every box of pencils sold, a shopkeeper earns a profit of 1 rupee. For every pack of erasers sold, he incurs a loss of 3 rupees. In this particular month, he incurs a loss of 18 rupees. If he sold 12 boxes of pencils during this month, then how many packets of erasers did he sell? Let's find out. Since profit earned by selling one box of pencils is 1 rupee, profit earned by selling 12 boxes of pencils will be 12 rupees, which can be denoted by plus 12. Total loss incurred is given to be 18 rupees, which can be denoted by minus 18. Loss incurred due to selling the packets of erasers is equal to total loss minus profit earned due to pencil boxes, that is equal to minus 18 rupees minus 12, that is equal to minus 30 rupees. We know that loss incurred by selling one packet of eraser is minus 3. So, number of packets of erasers sold is minus 30 divided by minus 3 is equal to 10. Thus, we see that when we divide one negative integer by another negative integer, the answer is a positive integer.
This was fun. I think we too should use math in our daily life.
I thought you will again start with food and hungry excuses.
No, Miss Marks, I'm not hungry. I'm more interested in math than food.
Oh, is that so? Then let's have a good dose of more knowledge in our Do You Know section. Do you know different programming languages in computer science treat division of integers differently? Well, in languages like C and Java, if two integers are divided, then the result is an integer only, even if the dividend is not an integer multiple of divisor.
Miss Marks, I can't understand.
Snail, it's simple. If we divide 26 by 10, then actually the answer is 2 and 3 upon 5. But in C and Java languages, it shows only 2 as an answer. Whereas in other languages like MATLAB, it follows the normal process of mathematics, and so the answer in this case is 2 and 3 upon 5.
And why is that?
Well, it's too early to get into that. For now, you just remember this little piece of knowledge which you can explore as you learn these languages.
I think it's enough to boast among my friends.
Snail will always be same. For now, let's take a quick memory jog and revise everything we have learned today. In this module, we have learned following. When a positive integer is divided by negative integer or negative integer with a positive one, answer is negative. When a negative integer is divided by another negative integer, result is positive.
I truly enjoyed learning about division of integers.
At the end of this video, the students can divide integers, can interpret quotients of rational numbers by describing real-world situations, can use the rules for multiplying integers to develop the rules for dividing integers, can explain why minus of p by q equals minus p by q equals p by minus q.
Sit down on the ground comfortably. Without moving your head and neck, look upwards and then downwards. Keep your neck and back straight. Now look at the sides alternating with the left and right. Do not move your neck while looking sideways. Now look to your left, then look upwards. Move your eyes right and then look down. Look upwards, to your right, and then down. Now look upwards, then to your left and down. Now alternatively, look to your left once after looking upwards, before looking down, and then look to your right the next time after looking up. Close your eyes and rest for some time. Sit comfortably and bring your hands straight forward at shoulder height and raise your thumbs. Look at your thumbs. Slowly spread apart your hands. Look at your left and right thumbs alternatively while spreading your hands apart. Bring your hands together, continuing to look at your left and right thumbs alternatively. Close your eyes and rest for some time.
पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।